Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Right now at 5, a wild scene in Southwest Bakersfield. A driver going the wrong way slams into a pickup truck, then tries to carjack the other driver. And it didn't end there. We'll show you what happened next.
4 days out from Election Day and what has been a very contentious race so far. Fears linger over confrontations at the polls. What the Secretary of State is doing to make voters feel safe.
We're so excited to have you with us. This is Friday, October 30th. Ooh, that's a spooky one. 2020. Good morning, 5 a.m. Great to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen here alongside Alex Fisher. And yes, Spooktacular is very different this year, but we have lots of great costume entries that people have sent in ahead of time. So if you sent one in, you could be featured this morning on Sunrise.
Yeah, of course, we miss all of you. We love seeing everyone come out.
It was a wild scene in Southwest Bakersfield. A man accused of crashing into a truck, then trying to carjack the driver. It happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon on Stockdale Highway at Enos Lane. According to the CHP, a BMW entered the roundabout the wrong way and crashed into a white truck. It kept going, hit a sign, then came to a rest against a curb.
The driver of that BMW then attempted to enter the Ford pickup that it had collided with. After that failed attempt, jumped on the driver's side door of another pickup that was driving through the roundabout. That pickup, that driver sped away for his own safety.
The suspect held on for a couple hundred feet, then fell into the road. He was taken to the hospital with major injuries. CHP says the suspect may have been wanted for an earlier carjacking and kidnapping. And a motorcyclist was killed in a crash in Oildale. It happened around 4:45 yesterday. According to the CHP incident information page, the motorcyclist lost control of the bike while making a turn on Roberts Lane and Sanford Drive. The identity of the driver has not been released.
2 people, including a teen, were shot in Southwest Bakersfield last night. It happened near Estero and Hahn Avenues, just after 8 o'clock. Police say a man and a teenage boy were shot. BPD says the shooting may be related to a car burglary reported in the area around the same time. Officers say it's unclear if those who were shot were involved in the burglary. Police say the 2 are not cooperating with investigators. Their wounds are described as minor to moderate.
And out of the latest COVID-19 news in Kern County, yesterday public health reported 40 new cases and 2 more deaths. There are now just 5 people isolated in local hospitals with COVID-19. That's the fewest number of patients since March. 422 people have died from the virus so far in Kern.
And today, Bakersfield Police are kicking off their 3rd annual Halloween event. It's the department's annual event, and this year it's going to be different. It's going to be drive-through only. The free event is from 5:30 till 7:30 at Beach Park on 21st Street. The first 2,000 kids and teens will receive goodie bags. Police say kids are encouraged to wear their costumes and must be properly restrained inside their vehicles. The event is free to attend and is first come, first serve. And Bakersfield Police do want you to have a safe and fun day of trick-or-treating tomorrow.
Here's BPD Sergeant Ryan Croker with some advice for kids and parents as they go door to door.
From the police department, just want to welcome everybody to a happy Halloween season, and I think back to Halloween when I was a boy, how much I enjoyed going out with my friends and family and running around the streets and showing off our costumes and getting out and getting all that candy. I would encourage everyone who's going out, stay on the sidewalks and cross the streets in areas that are designated to do so. Try to not be in the streets because obviously it's getting darker and it's harder to see. Have some kind of light with you, whether it's a flashlight or a glow stick, something that's going to illuminate you a little bit more so you can be seen. I also encourage everyone that prior to diving into your candy and enjoying the bounty of your work, to have an adult or somebody look at it, examine, and make sure that it hasn't been tampered with. On behalf of the Bakersfield Police Department, happy Halloween, and we encourage everybody to have a fun and safe time.
It's 5:10. Dinosaur Wrangler Kevin is back. He's got your forecast.
We should just point this out, too. This is the first time that we're seeing you standing up in this costume, and you're riding The dinosaur.
Yeah, I'm riding him. He's kind of behaving. He's trying to eat all the pumpkins. I fed him a little breakfast, but he's wanting a little bit of more. So I'll have to just kind of keep him under.
Something meaty.
A little meaty. Yeah, we'll have to keep him under control this morning. He's going to try to help me tell the forecast. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but let's get right to it. Show you outside right now. We've got 52 degrees in Bakersfield. Not a bad morning. We've got 40s though out of Delano, Wasco, Buttonwillow, and then for the mountains we've got 30s in place. Another cool morning in a lot of places of Kern County. 79 in Sacramento, 80 in Fresno, and then if you're headed east into Vegas, we should be right near 81. Your head's kind of covering things, so can you tilt down just a minute? And then 87 out of Phoenix. Okay, you can come back up. Take a look at the national weather for today. The temperature is 56 in Seattle, 66 in Salt Lake, Denver 62. Let's switch sides here, buddy. And you can see up into the northeast, we've got 40s and 50s, 45 in New York. Here's a look at our air quality today. Not bad. We're looking at AQI at 78, and here's a look at the numbers. He's used to hot weather, so a little cool for him today. 81 in Bakersfield, 82 in Wasco, 78 in Taft. And then as we take a look at the mountains, look for an east-southeast wind 5 to 10, 71 in Fraser Park, 73 in Tehachapi today. Kneel down. And then up into the Kern River Valley, we've got 80s. Okay, back up. And then for the desert, we're looking sunny today, east wind 5 to 10, 77 in Mojave. All right, here's a look at the extended forecast. 81 for today, and then tomorrow, 83. And then as we take a look at the next week, Tuesday, it's time to vote, and 84 degrees on the high. And then next week, we see a little bit of a cool down. And then lower 80s on Thursday. As we take a look at the mountain forecast, we've got 70s across the board for you. Still chilly overnight into the 30s. And then as we take a look at the Kern River Valley forecast, 80s with overnight temperatures into the 40s. So very nice forecast for all the trick-or-treaters. And again, we turn the clocks back on Sunday. And with me, Vicki Murray here, and I'll tell you, amazing every single year. You come out for Spooktacular, and you've done a great job here this morning.
Thank you.
So you guys have been in an amazing farm here in Kern County for all of the folks to visit for 18 years. Pretty incredible.
18 years. It's amazing.
So talk about this Halloween season with the pandemic. You know, the first question I ask local businesses is it hurt you, or have you seen crazy amounts of business?
Well, we were really, really quiet March, April, May. Very, very slow in the store. And now it's been picking up, and especially this October, we're just completely slammed. So we have a lot of people coming in. We're doing it differently. We're not doing hay rides or bounce pillow or anything that we can't really manage because of COVID.
Right.
So we're having an outdoor activity with a beautiful walk to the corn maze, a sunflower trail, which is a 1/4 mile long, and the beautiful pumpkin patch, and people are just loving it.
So do people just show up if they want to be a part of this? Do they need to register online? What's the process?
For Saturday, it is, registration. Also, we are kind of letting, some people in because we put a cap on it at minimum.
Right.
So you can also show up, and during all the weekdays, then just come on by. And it starts at noon. It's noon to 7. And at 7 o'clock, it does start to get dark. So try to get there by 6 so you can spend an hour and enjoy it.
Perfect. And how long will all the Halloween festivities be going on?
Until the 31st.
31st. All right.
So that's Saturday.
Saturday. So if you have not
come on out.
Yeah. So if you haven't made your way out to Murray Family Farms, now is the time to do it. Again, be patient because everybody is wanting to take part in the festivities. And again, you might want to go to their website and maybe register online. But Vicki, thank you so much for all the help you give us every single year for our Spooktacular. It's always a success because of you guys out there.
Well, thank you, and you're very welcome.
All right. We'll send it back to you.
And I got to go out to Murray the other day with my boys and go through the corn maze and everything. It was a lot of fun. Well, there is no boo at the zoo this year, but you still have a chance to catch some Halloween fun at Calm this weekend as well. It's the Howl, Screech, and Pumpkin Week, running from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. through Sunday. Normal Calm admission fees apply. Due to COVID-19, everyone is asked to keep their social distancing in mind. For more information, you can visit our website, kget.com. But yeah, you're still asked to wear your costumes. You're going to get a goodie bag when you come in and see all the animals.
All right, well, as we continue to celebrate Halloween here on TV 17, it's 17 News at Sunrise Spooktacular. We have a message for you.
Yeah, here is Bakersfield Mayor Karen Go with her favorite Spooktacular memory.
Happy Halloween. Thank you, KGET, for helping Bakersfield families make wonderful, spooktacular memories together. The 4-year-old who captured first place as a transformer that changed into a car on cue always brings a smile to my face as a favorite memory. Without hesitation, she would drop to her knees and proudly show us her amazing transformation. Have fun safely celebrating with spooktacular creativity. Happy Halloween, Bakersfield.
17 News is your local election headquarters. President Trump and Democratic nominee Joe Biden will each hit a trio of Midwestern states today as we close in on Tuesday's election. They'll cross paths in Minnesota and Wisconsin as they did yesterday in Florida. Tracy Potts has a look.
Maddie, good morning. Good morning, everyone. We will see the candidates cross paths in Minnesota and in Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a state the president won 4 years ago, kind of unexpectedly. It had been a Democratic stronghold, but this time around he's facing more of a challenge there because of coronavirus. Both presidential candidates land in Wisconsin today. The state announced new restrictions this week to deal with an explosion of coronavirus cases. The New York Times reports half the nation's cities with the highest COVID rates are here.
We can prevent the deaths of people in Wisconsin by staying home.
President Trump insists things are getting better.
It's rounding the turn. It's rounding the turn.
But yesterday, 90,000 people tested positive, shattering the previous record of 80,000 just the day before. So far, more than 9 million cases in the U.S. and 229,000 lives lost.
I'm not going to shut down the country. I'm going to shut down the virus.
Joe Biden criticized the president's crowded rally in Florida.
They're spending more than just coronavirus. He's spreading division and discord.
For the second time this week, medics called to a Trump rally. People freezing for hours in Omaha, passing out from the heat in Tampa.
5 days from now, we are going to win Florida.
Florida, it's up to you. You hold the key. If Florida goes blue, it's over.
Both campaigns are focused on the Sunshine State as the key to winning on Tuesday. But a combination of electoral votes from Midwestern states could also put one of these candidates over the top. The president knows that, and that's why he's headed back to Michigan today for the second time in a week. Joe Biden is also campaigning in Iowa today. I'm Tracy Potts, 17 News.
As more people than ever rely on mail-in voting and fears linger over confrontations at the polls, the Secretary of State says it is the top priority to make sure the election process is safe and secure. Secretary of State Alex Padilla says his office and county elections officials across the state are taking steps to ensure voters are safe and ballots are protected. Padilla says so far in early voting there have been no incidents of voter harassment or intimidation at the polls. His office last month sent an unprecedented memo to county elections officials rehashing voter intimidation laws and consequences as discussions ramp up on poll watchers.
Folks who are there to observe cannot in any way interfere with the administration of elections. And certainly they can't cross the line to try to harass or intimidate somebody who's trying to exercise their right to vote. Election supervisors are trained to make sure that the election goes smoothly, including having been trained on how to de-escalate maybe some tense situations.
Padilla says law enforcement is on standby to respond to incidents at the polls.
5:36 is your time now. 17 News hosted two big debates between local congressional candidates last week. The first debate was with 21st Congressional District candidates TJ Cox and David Valadao. Then Kevin McCarthy and his Democratic challenger Kim Mangan squared off in our 17 News Center. If you missed either debate, you can watch on our website, KGET.com, or watch the McCarthy-Mangan debate re-airing on Channel 17 tomorrow from 6 to 7.
And we are just 4 days away from election night. It's hard to believe. And here locally, younger voters on both sides are hoping to increase a traditionally low turnout. The block of voters between the ages of 18 and 35 is potentially a large one. But locally and nationally, younger voters just do not turn up to the polls at the same rate as those over 65. A handful of local organizations are working to change that in terms of energizing the youngest segments of the electorate, including the Young Democrats of Kern County.
I think that there is a really strong base of Democrats that's growing in Kern County. I think we're naturally seeing that the demographics are really shifting. 35% of the electorate here is 18 to 35 years old. So you have a really good amount of young people, and those young people tend to have a more liberal perspective. We're actually going in and we're pre-registering young people, and we're educating them on the importance of voting.
On the other side of the aisle, the Kern County Young Republicans, who share office space with the Republican Party's local headquarters.
For the boots on the ground, whether it be making phone calls, going door to door, but you know, we pride ourselves in the work that we do to elect conservative candidates to office.
If you want to feel for how voter registration and local representation will play out over the next decade, the health of these two organizations may offer a clue. Welcome back to your 17 Court Watch. And a former deputy is set to spend 4 years behind bars. Logan August was sentenced yesterday for his role in a scheme to steal marijuana confiscated while on duty to sell back on the street. In 2017, August and fellow deputy Derek Penny pleaded guilty to federal charges. They received probation, not jail time. However, investigators say the two defendants lied to the FBI about the full extent of their crimes and the quantity of cannabis they stole from the sheriff's office and the evidence locker. Kern County charged them again in 2018 on state charges. Penny took a plea deal, but August made an open plea, leaving his sentence up to the judge.
The Kern County Fair has announced layoffs as a result of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. 19 full-time employees received 120-day layoff notices. The Kern County Fair said it will continue to operate through this difficult time with a reduced staff of 7 full-time employees.
A Bakersfield favorite, Art After Dark, is returning this weekend. The Bakersfield Museum of Art will be hosting a Dia de los Muertos themed Art After Dark event on Sunday from 4 to 8 p.m. Local artists will create altars that will be on display in the sculpture garden. Face masks are required for everyone. A maximum of 75 people will be allowed in the event space to follow those social distancing guidelines.
So let's talk about Spooktacular. It's a little different this year. Got Alex, got Maddie joining me. And again, a special thanks to Murray Family Farms.
Yes.
They did all
They
these
did a great
amazing
job.
decorations this morning. And we had a lot of submissions for Spooktacular, even though it was online.
And we should say that we had our judges that we've been profiling this morning as well, have the difficult task of picking our finalists. So we did not have a say on who was the finalist this morning. It was all on our judges.
Yeah, we don't want that responsibility
No, we do not
because
want
you
the
guys are all so
responsibility.
good. We
Right.
love the costumes, so we've been having a lot of fun checking those out this morning. And of course, we have our 5 finalists. So let's start over here with the Little Joe Dirt. This is Jaden with Grandma Deanna and Aunt Michaela. And then over here, we've got Little Alfalfa. This is Lincoln Restivo with Jillian Restivo.
There's Alfalfa. I love, look at the little hair.
Now, Jillian, is that his real hair?
Yeah, that is his real hair.
Goodness. I love it. And those suspenders are just so darling. And we
Luca.
have Luca Roney. Oh, Luca Roney's only 7 months old, little Luca Gonzalez, with his mom and dad.
I love how you made the costume with the little toilet paper.
Rolls. Those are so stinking cute.
There he is.
There's a
Oh,
smile
he's smiling.
from
Look
Luca
at that.
Roney. All right, and then once again, we've got our
Ghostbuster family.
Ghostbuster family. I love that the whole family got in on this one. That is such a fantastic one, you guys. Thank you so much. This is the Bone family: Avery, Micah, Braden, Macy, and the baby just turned 2, and they're in the process of adopting.
Oh,
that
that's
is so
fantastic.
exciting. Congratulations
Yeah.
to your family.
We have several prizes. We have a $300 gift card to Snyder's. An Americana Tax gave us an HP laptop. Guarantee Shoe Center gave us a $100 gift card. We also have a family 4-pack of tickets to Murray Family Farms. And Chicago Title gave us a Halloween gift basket worth $100. So,
all right, so our first one, do we want to
for our first one? Yeah.
Yeah, that's, we're going to
What's our
start at the
first?
bottom.
Okay, so we're going to first give away the Halloween gift basket from Chicago Title, and that goes to
Alfalfa and
Yay.
his family.
And Maddie has a little bucket here with
Yes.
everybody's names in it, and
Yes.
we're randomly drawing.
We're randomly drawing
drawing the prizes and who they go to.
Okay, now we have a family 4-pack of tickets to Murray Family Farms.
For our Ghostbusters family.
Oh, fantastic. So you'll be going to Murray Family Farms. That's a lot of fun
All right.
there.
I just went this week. It was a lot of fun.
All right. Then we have a $100 gift card thanks to Guarantee Shoe Center.
For the Coronavirus Go Away family.
All right.
Oh,
Yay.
congratulations, guys.
All right. And then we have a Americana Tax gave us an HP laptop, and that's going to go to
little Lucaroni.
All right.
Start early.
Start
early. All right. So they're getting
smile
the
there.
laptop. And then finally, we have a $300 gift card to Snyder's. And of course, that is going to our final family.
That goes to little Joe Dirt. And
Little
his
Joe
family.
Dirt.
Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for sending in all of your pictures. We had so much fun this morning.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to KGET.com.